Hey guys, welcome to Chris Mack. For today's video, I have the 2023 BMW 530e. Now it's been about 6 months since I last did a BMW review, so I thought, hey, I might as well drive down to Fairfax and drive this 530e and see if it actually does 21 miles of electric range. As always, please sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications. Let's get into this video, shall we? Looking on the outside of the 2023 BMW 530e, this is your key fob right here, very familiar design BMW key fob. Unlock, lock, you got your trunk release as well as panic button. Do love the key fob design. But this is dressed in a Alpine White exterior color with a black Nappa leather, which is a $2,500 option. Now as so equipped, this is about $65,000 as so equipped. Now looking at front of the 530e, you can see I do love the facelift headlights you do get. You do have a pre-facelift all the way down there. But I do like this more kind of clear and more clean design with the headlights. It also does look pretty aggressive. Now my personal favorite would probably be getting the M Sport package with this combination, but you can see this is the luxury line. But I do have to say that I do like the look of this as well. Do have the nice air vents right there for your cooling and brakes, and a whole diffuser, and of course the kidney grills are active, of course, for LED lighting. Looking on the side right here, you do have 19-inch V-spoke orbit wheels wrapped in 245 width tires. Of course, have your charging port right there on this side. Keyless entry for all 4 door handles, and you do have a moonroof up top. Blind spot assist, of course, lane keeping assist, and power folding mirrors. We show you guys the window sticker right here, just under $65,000. Coming to the rear of the 530e, this G30 series right here, as this car is internally known as, always does look very good, and I do like the design of it. It's just a very clean yet aggressive design. But you do have a nice black spoiler down there for LED lighting in the rear. Of course, since this is a electrified BMW, you do have blue badging around the BMW logo. Opening power tailgate, which does come in a premium package. You will see, of course, you do have a battery back here, reducing the cargo capabilities to 14.5 cubic feet of space. You got folding rear seats right there. Cargo storage right there with a first aid kit, and all with the floor mats. Now, of course, this does have the premium package, which does come with, for $2,000, heated front seats, head-up display, the power tailgate, as well as the 16-speaker Harman Kardon sound system. Let's go ahead and pop the hood and see what's under it. Of course, in BMW fashion, you just pop the hood twice and it'll open automatically. One other thing to point out too, when you are looking at the charging port, it is going to be on this side right there, and then on this side you do have your gas tank in European car fashion. But I'm looking under the hood, you will find first a 2.0 turbo 4-cylinder, which makes on its own 181 horsepower, or as much as a Mazda Miata, 258 pound-foot of torque. And that's connected to a 12 kilowatt-hour battery, which on its own makes 107 horsepower and 77 pound-foot of torque, for a total net horsepower of 288 horsepower, 310 pound-foot of torque. Miles per gallon is 64 mpg in hybrid mode, or 26 mpg on just the gas engine alone, and it will do 21 miles of all electric range. Let's go ahead and check out the interior of the 530e. Starting in the back seats, you can see I have the seat adjusted for my frame at 5'6". Hopping in, you can see I have about 5 inches of legroom and literally about 2-3 inches of headroom, which is pretty good in a segment. Right here you do have 2 cup holders, 2 USB-C ports with a 12-volt charger right there, and map pockets on each side. Of course, you can see the ambient lighting right there in that green. It looks oh so cool. Got the Harman Kardon sound system, and even the materials back here are nice and high quality. Here's a quick look to the front cabin. Of course, you do have a 60-40 split right there with the lovely Nappa leather seats. But let's go ahead and check out the driver's seat, where all of the action happens. But one other thing to point out, you can get power sunshades for the back window and manual ones for the side window, as well as heated rear seats and climate controls on higher trims. Hopping into the driver's seat, you can see this does have the $1,000 multi-contour seats, which does encompass the ventilated front seats, as well as more adjustments for the driver's seat and passenger seat as well. So you got the waterfall cushions, you have a whole back support curvature right there, and of course you do have power bolstering with 4-way lumbar support. Over here you have your nice Harman Kardon speaker with your gas tank. You do also have a trunk release right there, power folding mirrors and window controls, with 2-person memory, lock, unlock, and this does have the Ridgeline wood trim right there. This is all soft touch right there, and it's pretty high quality. Down there is your hood release with your gas brake pedal, your light controls, and of course a power tilt telescoping steering wheel. But hopping into the 530e, let's go ahead and start her up. You can see defaults into its hybrid mode, which is pretty cool. So it's basically like quiet mode. You can sneak out of the neighborhood and no one will notice. But of course you do have the power tilt telescoping steering wheel, this lovely 3-spoke steering wheel right there, with heated function right there for $200, single stage. And of course this does have the driver assistance plus package, so for $1,700 you do get the full adaptive cruise control, the lane keeping assist with steering functionality right there. You can't see right there in the screen, but we'll try that out on the road. Over here on this side you do have your other telematics for your voice command, your radio, your phone. And I do love these paddle shifters. BMW always does a good job. The paddle shifters very driver focused and they have a nice feel to them. Looking at these stalks right there, you do have your light controls, and of course you hit the BC button, you can toggle through the different displays right there. Got G-forces for a hybrid. But automatic lights, and then over here is your wiper controls right there, and in German car fashion it goes up. You can see up top you do have a clear head-up display with your speed as well as the speed limit in your area. You can see right there when you do change the drive modes, it will change over the display right there in front of you. It's full digital. Looking at the infotainment, you can see it is very clear and crisp. You do have a touch capability as well as you can use the rotary dial right there in the center. So you got your media functions right there. So we're going to try a quick audio test to see how good the 16-speaker Harman Kardon sound system is. So yeah, iPhone C, that's me. Yes, sirree. Let's see if we can get this to work. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. All right, so let's go ahead and try out the audio test.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict. Ooh, I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it.
As you can see, the Harman Kardon sound system is pretty good. It has a lot of sound quality. I do wish I had just a little bit more bass, but other than that, looking at the infotainment screen right there, you got your communications right there for your phones. You can sync all that. You of course have your navigation, so we're going to try a quick navigation test. There we go. So, I do like the response though of this screen right here. Boom. There you go. You see right there, it's calculating the route.
Turn left at the end of the road.
And it already starts, which I do like. So a lot of systems, when you go ahead and put in, hold on, let me see if I can cancel this thing. Here we go, cancel route. So as you can see, a lot of systems, when you actually put in navigation, you have to actually hit start. This thing is pretty smart, where it actually just go ahead and starts right away, which I do like. Over here, you have your vehicle settings right there, vehicle status, charge time, and you have your different driving information. You even got sport displays in the hybrid. Maybe I'll try that on the road. You got your energy flow right there, so it'll show you if it's in the battery or the engine. Charging, your different settings right there for your door. And of course you got interior lighting. You can't see, this does have the green ambient lighting going right now. Let's try purple. You can't see it's actually two-tone, so it will be like purple on the top and white on the bottom. You just do like straight up green. You guys can see it like right under there, as well as right there on the door panels. And then you got blue. You can see it down there. And then up top right there. It's just pretty cool. I do like that these luxury cars are including ambient lighting in the vehicles. It's pretty cool. You got your seat adjustments with heat distribution, climate controls, key settings. This thing is definitely very in-depth. You got a built-in owner's manual. Over here on this side, you got your vehicle data, gas mileage, time. You can also program basically what you want to put with these two functions right there on that side. Your different apps. You got CarPlay, Android Auto, and your BMW apps. Pulling that down, you can't see. You got Hey BMW. So you can try like, Hey BMW, I'm cold, and it will adjust the seats. Hey BMW, I'm cold.
Turn on the climate control beforehand.
So you see right there, it says, all right, so let's try it again. I'm cold.
The temperature is already set at 77 degrees Fahrenheit, but I will still activate the seat heating.
And you can see the system is very smart. It already started the heated seats for me, and well, the temperature is already up high, so if it was down low, it would probably adjust itself. But I do like that function. It's pretty cool. So you can see right there, you can adjust the different displays. You can add stuff and so on. Here you go. Let's turn that off. Down here, you got your push button start, your track CD player right there. And then down here, you do have a dual zone climate control with heated and cooled front seats. 3-stage, of course. You can hear the fan going off right now. Down here, you do have a USB port right there. This is where you have your wood trim right there, your sport traction, as well as traction all the way off. Different drive modes. So you have a sport, should turn on the engine by default, hybrid mode, and then you have a electric mode. And like I stated before, 21 miles of range. You can also customize the different drive modes. So you got climate controls, and then when you go back into sport, you can customize that as well. Engine comes on by default, sport transmission, engine, and other response right there. You do have your battery control right there. So right now it's showing about 80% of battery charge, and it has about 18 miles of all electric range in the infotainment screen. Parking sensors front and rear. And then this is your gear shifter, so you pull it all the way up for reverse. Trajectory lines, pull all the way down for drive, and then of course you got a sport transmission. And if you move the paddle or the gear shifter, you'll go into manual mode. You got a automatic parking brake with auto hold function. And then this side you can also control your infotainment screen right there using the rotary dial. You can just basically select and then have the shortcut button. So you got menu, map, navigation, media, communications, back, as well as the option button. You can just toggle side to side to go back. They have good storage right here with the USB-C port, a little bit of illumination, and I do like how it has the rubber bottom right there to be durable. Glove box on this side, which is pretty good size. And then of course you do have your garage door openers with auto dimming rearview mirror. And you do have a moonroof up top. Do wish it was panoramic sunroof, by the way, but we'll have to check out next generation. But I do like you can tilt it open, slide it open as well. And then you got the LED illumination lights that come on softly on. You got the visor up top. How you guys doing? Hope you guys liking the video. But let's go ahead and take the 530e for a quick drive and see how she does. Alright, we're setting off in a BMW 530e. Of course, we are starting out in electric mode, where this will give you about 21 miles on all EV range. Now on its own, it makes about 107 horsepower and 77 pound-foot of torque. You see the engine will kick in once your foot does go over a certain amount throttle input. Now, as a luxury sedan, even going like 40 miles an hour, you can't see the car is very smooth and quiet. Visibility out the front, rear, and sides is very good. I can see clear out the front as well as the back. I do love this head-up display right here. It's very crystal clear. I can see everything from the speed to what speed I'm actually going. And of course, you also do have a hybrid mode as well. See, the gas engine will kick in. But I have to say, this car is just so quiet. And of course, you do have a sport mode as well, which will improve the battery capabilities and improve the acceleration. And of course, you can also put up your sport displays. It basically sounds like a 530E, as this is a slightly detuned version of that engine. And you see the e-boost right there. Just like with their mild hybrid systems, it will get a slight e-boost. But I do like that electric mode though. Of course, if you are easy on the throttle, it will go ahead and recuperate some of that battery, especially like if you're going downhill. And of course, there is no auto start stop button, so the engine, you can see, goes off by default when you are in electric mode and only when it's needed. So you see right there, charge, and then you got like the 0 to 60% right there. So you'll not let off and charge. See, this thing is just nice. I do love the plug-in hybrids. Now, obviously, when they do age, you do have to be a little bit more concerned as they power more the electronics. But other than that, this is probably the best of both worlds. You get 64 mpg in hybrid mode, or 26 mpg with the electric motor. Well, the engine by itself. Yeah. And I have to say, I do like the navigation. So as you can see right there in the navigation screen, it will basically show you when you for different navigation. So it'll basically just set up your navigation instantly, which I do like. A lot of times with other systems, you got to hit start. This thing just goes right away. And if you live like in a 20-mile radius from where your work is or commuting, this is the perfect vehicle, as this has more than enough range to get you from point A to point B. It's a little package for $1,700. I stated before, you do get lane keeping assist right there. And you get the assistant driving right there in the central display. And even right here at slow speeds, it's already working just fine. Now, I do like this about the BMW adaptive cruise control systems, is that it actually starts even when you're at a standstill, which I do like. Then you got the lane keeping assist right there. Let me see that. But yep, we're gonna go ahead and head on the highway and see how the 530e does. go ahead and throw it into sport mode real quick. You know, let's try a little on-ramp acceleration as nobody's behind us right now. So just sport transmission. Whew. Oh my goodness. That felt like 5.7 seconds to 60 right there. This thing is crazy. But of course you do have your paddle shifters, of course. Oh look, there's a 330. Alright, so as you can see, now that we're on the highway, we're going to basically leave it in its hybrid mode. Try out the cruise control settings right there. Of course, it is all adjustable. I don't know what he's doing in that 530. He going crazy. So you see right there, I did set up the cruise control functions right there. You got different following distances, so we're going to be right up on close on this vehicle right here. And you can see at highway speeds, the car cabin is just very hushed. You see right there is braking. Granted, there's a little more traffic out today, but the cabin is very hushed, it's quiet and smooth. And of course, you got the steering assist and so on right there. So using the camera up there and it's following the road, and you got a whole bunch of sensors looking around it at all times. And it's actually looking at me right there. That little hump right there inside the LCD display for the driver. So you're scanning my face, which is pretty cool. And looking at the infotainment screen, you can't see it's actually showing vehicles passing by. It's actually detecting them. You got like little BMWs in there passing by, which is pretty cool. I'm not even touching the gas or the brake. The cruise control works very well, and it's literally just following traffic in front of it. Now in this driving so far, we did start out with about 18 miles of range, all electric range of course, and now we're at like 21 miles. Or 21.6 to be exact. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I do like the torque this thing offers though. That download torque, 310 pound-foot. It actually feels a little bit more lively than the regular 530. Of course, you do have a little more power, and the vehicle's about 4,300 pounds, so you got a little bit more weight to push around. But yeah, I do like the adaptive cruise control. It's pretty good. And then, of course, you got lane keeping assist, and I do like the little map display you get right there. And that power too. That mid-range. Oh look, there's a 535 behind us. But then yeah, that mid-range, phenomenal. And the electric mile range is going up, which is great. Especially if you do a lot of coasting, you will definitely get a little bit more range. That 12 kilowatt hour battery. Which of course is mounted in the rear, so it does take up a little bit of trunk space versus the regular version. Now I do like the 530e, and I think if it was my money, I would get this over the regular 530, as you have the electric capabilities. And of course, the only thing you do have to worry about with the hybrid is just when the battery loses charge over time and it ages. But other than that, I have far few complaints with the 530e. I do like the, damn it, this is our turn right here. But see, I do like the 530e in the electric range that it does have. I find it more as a tool to use, so you can use it in all electric mode. You can basically have like emission-free driving from like to and from work, or even if you're going to pick up your kids. Look at the ambient light. Yeah, but yeah, it's oh so cool. And the 530 is just so quiet at speeds. We was on the highway just now, and it was obviously no problem with the cabin noise at higher speeds, and it did its job as a luxury car. See, it's charging right there. You get a little bit of the regen braking. I just want to try a little hybrid mode acceleration. But yeah, when the light turns green, try a little hybrid mode acceleration. But yeah, I do like the car, the 530, and then this Harman sound system is pretty good. And I think it's like a good amount of size. Now, obviously, when you're looking at competition, currently the Mercedes E-Class doesn't have a plug-in hybrid offering that's brought over here to the States. And of course, like, we're talking about regular gas competitors. You got Genesis with their G80, which looks pretty cool. And I think definitely if you want something that stands out. But the BMW 5 Series is something that's a familiar face when you are shopping for a vehicle in the segment. So if you're a BMW buyer from like before and you get the 3 Series and you want to upgrade, you get the 5 Series. Oh my goodness. Not acceleration. So of course that electric motors is definitely doing the torque fill, so when the turbos will be lagging or when the turbos are building boost, the electric motor is actually kicking in to help it actually be better. But yeah, I do like the electric motor. That's probably like my favorite right there. I do want to try out another acceleration run. Obviously, sport transmission, sport traction. Yeah, I'll give you guys a little bit more footage. How's the U-turn? 195 inches long. Loving the turning, and boom, there we go. Yeah. Let's leave like a hybrid mode. But yeah, as you guys can see, whole bunch of pep, plenty of acceleration. Torque field, and this thing just takes off. Now earlier this year I did drive a Volvo S60. It was a hybrid T8, and I do have to say that thing was quick, and this does about 5.7 seconds to 60, and it feels bang on right, if not a little bit quicker. It feels more like maybe even like 5.5 seconds. I'm sure with the acceleration and all that, if you get to like a test track or something, this could easily do under 5.5 seconds. But as a luxury car, this does achieve most of the things that you do want. Is it quiet, refined? Do you have the latest technology? E92 with the newer BMW, that's sweet right there. But is it quiet, smooth, and refined? And I have to say that this is, and it has plenty of technology. Now, the driver assistance plus package or pro pack is a must to get the adaptive cruise control and all the different functions on the highway. Now, as far as anything else goes, you do also recommend getting the luxury seating package, and of course getting the back massage, which is missing with this vehicle. But you can get back massage at an additional $1,000, which you can tack on and get back massage for both the driver and the front passenger over here on this side. But definitely do recommend getting that package as well. Other than that, between that and the massage, as well as the M Sport package to make it look a little bit better, that's honestly the only things that I would add if I was personally buying one of these. And also too, the power sunshade with manual sunshades on the side. That's the only 3 things I would add though to the 530e. So as we get into the conclusion of my video, what do I think about the 530e? And honestly, I have to say though that this is about, if I had to actually score this car, maybe 8.5, 9 out of 10, with the exception of the 3 things that I did add that I want for the vehicle at this price point. But other than that, I honestly can't complain with the 530e. And it does have plenty of technology. And let me throw that cruise control back on for you guys. There you go, you see that? And I just learned too just now, so you gotta have the lane keeping assist stuff on to actually have it to activate, which is pretty cool. But I do wish there was a way to make the lane keeping assist come on without having the adaptive cruise control come on. But yeah, so overall I like the 530e. It has plenty of punch, acceleration, and for $65,000, just wish it did have a little bit more options. So like I said, I'll just get those 3 things, and other than that, this is perfect. Materials are nice. Everything is high quality, even down here where you'll be touching to make sure the vehicle has high quality. But other than that, I do like the 530, and I have far few complaints. And as always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications. And I'll see you guys soon.